organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, we sat down with UI President Sally Mason, hear what she had to say about the budget, campus safety, and more.
Plus, it's Cyber Monday. We'll show you why the shopping madness doesn't end with Black Friday.
And the Big Ten welcomes a big name in sports. We'll introduce you to the new coach of Ohio State football.
That's all coming your way next.
Daily Iowan TV starts now.
Hello and welcome to Daily Iowan TV, your television news, sports, and weather source. For the Daily Iowan, I'm Ryan Jones.
And I'm Josh Bolander. UI President Sally Mason sat down with the Daily Iowan on Monday. Given the tight budget situation, Mason addressed how the UI can fulfill its initiatives, such as improving sustainability with clean energy alternatives, while still maintaining quality student services.
I don't want to raise fees, I don't want to raise tuition, I don't want to do anything to fund something like that that would jeopardize other things that we need, quite frankly, to deliver the quality education that our students require.
President Mason also discussed balancing future projects, such as the construction of a new dormitory, with renovations for older facilities such as Seashore Hall. Mason also addressed the Hawk Alert system, which came under fire after a recent incident in which critics say the system was slow and ineffective.
Time a Hawk Alert is initiated to see how well it worked, and did it achieve the goal that we were seeking, obviously, by initiating the Hawk Alert.
President Mason says she's always open to suggestions from the students about how to improve the Hawk Alert system. You can read the entirety of Monday's Q&A session in Tuesday's pages of the Daily Iowan.
The Johnson County Ambulance Service says it needs, you guessed it, more ambulances. Officials have been putting in funding requests to the Johnson County Board of Supervisors to help pay for a new ambulance, for cardiac monitors, and a new laptop. The new equipment would cost nearly $240,000, but the ambulance service has applied for the FEMA grant that could drop the cost to the county to around $150,000. The Board of Supervisors meets Wednesday, but it is not clear when they will make a decision on the funding requests.
On Monday, Governor Terry Branstad announced the creation of a committee to review the state's laws when it comes to allowing sex offenders to live in nursing homes. The governor's actions come after an 83-year-old repeat offender was admitted to a nursing home and allegedly molested an elderly woman earlier this year. Branstad said the committee will focus on whether residents and their families should be notified when a registered sex offender moves into a retirement community.
The UI is expanding its online library program to help disabled people living in developing countries. The WITRNet program is developing its global disabled research libraries in 60 different locations, with 27 of those sites in Africa and South America. The program is funded by a federal grant, which is in its third year, and officials say the new initiatives are keeping with the program's overall goal of improving digital communication and increasing educational researches across the globe.
Still to come on Daily Iowan TV, we'll take a look at why the web was burning up Monday with hot deals left over from Black Friday.
Plus, Urban Meyer isn't the only coach to pay attention today. We'll tell you what award Norm Parker was honored with coming up in sports. But first, Daily Iowan TV's Allie Holtkamp joins us in the studio for your look at the local weather forecast. Allie?
Thanks, guys. It's definitely going to be a cool one tomorrow. You can expect temps around 33 degrees with partly cloudy skies for your morning walk to class. Skies should clear up a bit by the afternoon, though, with temperatures around 35 degrees. And heading into the evening, you can expect it to drop back down again to a chilly 28. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, we'll see a bit of a warm-up with highs in the low 40s expected for Wednesday and Thursday. After that, though, we drop back down into the 30s with a high of 34 on Friday and 38 on Saturday, with a 30% chance of rain. Heading into next week, we'll see another cool off with highs of 36 on Sunday and 30 on Monday. That's your check of the weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
The deals and chaos of Black Friday are gone, but all the savings haven't completely left us. Today is Cyber Monday with deals online that rival those of Black Friday. I took a look at the growing trend of people opting to shop online rather than waiting in line. Black Friday was a time for deals, and with the deals came lines, lots of them. Black Friday was a record-breaking number of shoppers at 226 million people. That was very important for the economy since it amounted to $11.4 billion spent in retail stores. With all these people trying to get the best deal, there were also incidences of violence all over the country of people fighting over the best deal. And that just made it not worth it to a lot of people. A lot of people will not put up with crowds on Black Friday on places such like this as Best Buy. Instead, they choose to shop online. Today on Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday gives shoppers a different way to save. Companies are giving huge discounts on their products today if you shop online. Customers think this is a much better option than trying to survive Black Friday.
I wanted to sleep, and I didn't see the point in getting up at the crack of dawn to go shopping with everyone else, and it's just easier and more convenient.
Customers who skip the Black Friday sales can still have savings such as 40% off at Abercrombie & Fitch, 30% off at Gap and Banana Republic, or $200 off of a new Canon camera. I'm Ryan Jones, Daily Iowan TV. And this year, the cyber sales are not limited to just Monday. Many retailers are having cyber sales ranging from a couple days to the entire week.
Some UI law students helped out in an effort to possibly change state employment laws. Aiding organizers of a conference in Chicago, the students focused on at-will employees, those whose jobs are not covered by a contract. Laws concerning at-will employees vary from state to state, and experts are trying to find a way to unify those laws. The students' research will be published in several scholarly journals, and the UI professor Leah Vandevelde said it will prove valuable in the potential redrafting process.
Following all the shopping on Friday and over the weekend, the U.S. stock market posted significant gains on Monday. The Dow Jones was up 2.6%, breaking a 4-day decline, while the S&P 500 climbed 2.9% and the Nasdaq rose 3.5%, which have both been falling for the past 7 days. Experts said the increase in trading was also fueled by optimism that world leaders are getting closer to solving the debt crisis in Europe.
And now Daily Iowan TV sports director Jake Abrams is here for a look at Hawkeye sports.
The regular football season is now over, and with a week off before a bowl is announced, fans have the opportunity to reflect on the season. We saw records be broken, witnessed defeat on the road, but there was no brighter success to the season than the performance of wide receiver Marvin McNutt. And thinking about what life without Marvin will be like next year, it's not exactly what Hawk fans like to have on their minds. Nick Robertson has more.
Iowa fans saw on Saturday in Lincoln what an Iowa offense looks like without Marvin McNutt. The record-breaking receiver was made all but irrelevant, a sight Hawkeye fans and coaches don't like to see.
They're not going to let our best guys beat them. At least they really singled out Marvin, did a good job there, and that's good defense. I think really the story for us was we couldn't do anything in the passing game.
They had Marvin covered most of the day with several guys, and we knew it on film. They do a really good job of cutting off in routes and crossing routes, and they did that today, and that made it tough to shake some guys loose.
Marvin McNutt was only 12 catches away from holding every single Iowa receiving record, but unfortunately the Nebraska defense was able to hold him to only 4 carries, completely stuttering the Iowa offense. As of right now, Marvin McNutt holds half of the receiving records possible at the University of Iowa, including season receiving yards, career receiving yards, and career receiving touchdowns. That leaves season receptions, season receiving touchdowns, and career receptions left to be broken. This leaves Marvin only 1 game to get those 8 receptions and 1 touchdown so that he can own every single record at Iowa. In Lincoln, Nebraska, Nick Robertson, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
So the Black and Gold finished the regular season 7-5 and really have 3 options when it comes to bowl selection time. The 2 most realistic are either the Insight Bowl or the Menike Car Care Bowl of Texas. The Hawks could land in the Gator Bowl, but many project that Ohio State will jump out in front and steal that spot from the Hawks. And speaking of Ohio State, the program went through a year of, well, the unknown. Ohio State likely is set to face several NCAA sanctions, and now, after rumors galore, a new man will be leading the team into Horseshoe Stadium every Saturday next season. Earlier today, the former Florida Gators coach and Ohio native, former Buckeye Urban Meyer, made the announcement in Columbus that he will be the new coach of the Buckeyes in 2012.
Gene, I am deeply honored and humbled that Dr. Gee, the trustees, and Gene Smith have selected us to lead the Ohio State University football program. It's a great opportunity to come back to my home state, where I was born, where I grew up, where I went to school, met my wife. I don't think Ohio State's broke. I think there were some obvious mistakes made. On the grand scheme of things, mistakes that are very correctable. And our goal is to compete and win Big Ten championships.
But how about one of the coaches right here at the University of Iowa? Did you hear about this? Norm Parker has been named Assistant Coach of the Year by the American Football Coaches Association. Parker is in his 13th season as Iowa's defensive coordinator. 5 times throughout his career, his rushing defense has been ranked in the top 10, and under Parker, Iowa has been bowl eligible for the past 11 seasons. Now switching gears over to basketball, we all spent Thanksgiving in the cold Iowa weather, but that wasn't the case for Lisa Bluter and the women's basketball team. They got to play in the Bahamas for the past week, and even though the Hawks lost to the defending champs Texas A&M, Coach Bluter saw bright spots from her new freshman Samantha Logic. Here's what Coach had to say about her new freshman star after the game.
You know, I love the way Sam Logic competed in this game. She has 5 offensive rebounds in this game, 9 rebounds total, leading score 16 points. The girl just made so many hustle plays out there today, and she wasn't backing off. She looked like she belonged. She wanted to be on the floor with them, and I really liked her mentality and the way that she acted. Her presence on the floor today was really, really encouraging.
So the ladies finally head home to face Virginia Tech Wednesday night at Carver Hawkeye Arena. And guys, we'll have more on the Big Ten ACC Challenge coming up in tomorrow night's show. Josh and Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Jake. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek at Tuesday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read about what progress investigators have made as they search for the cause of the Brugger's fire. Plus, find out where presidential candidates stand on energy issues in the second part of the Daily Iowan's 10-part caucus series.
And before we go, here's one last look at tomorrow's forecast. Tomorrow should be a windy one with a high of 38 and overnight low of just 20 degrees.
That's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out at the same time tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
For Daily Iowan TV, thanks for watching and have a great day.